Hello, everyone. Welcome to this workshop presented by the Clean Hands Matter organization. I am Robin Kell, hosting this workshop today, and we're going to talk about why hand washing matters on a college campus and what is the proper method for hand washing. So right now with COVID-19, all of us are learning a lot about germs. We're learning that germs are in the air we breathe, on our hands, and basically on everything we touch. When we go to the grocery store, we're sanitizing our carts, we're wearing masks, we're keeping our social distancing. Well, hopefully some of us are anyway. And now we'll be expected to do that on campus as well. Frankly, you're probably thinking to yourself, I am sick of this, pardon the pun, and still wondering what all the hype is about. Every one of us is being bombarded with all kinds of messages about staying healthy and how not to get sick. And young people need to worry about that too. But you might be saying, I'm healthy, I eat healthy, I exercise every day, and I have healthy friends. So what do I have to worry about? The truth is that young people have to worry about germs as well, and you're being bombarded by them on campus. And even though the campus has been clean and sanitized for you to be at school, germs are everywhere because people are everywhere and people transmit germs. So where are the germs coming from anyway? Well, I'm going to tell you a story about a guy named Bill. And here's Bill. Bill agrees to go to the grocery store to pick up pizza for everyone in the dorm. He races to the freezer section and he scopes out the DiGiorno pizza with pepperoni and extra cheese, and he grabs the freezer handle and he pulls out 4 boxes of pizza. Then he runs to the soda section and grabs a case of root beer and then heads to the checkout. What Bill doesn't know is that Joe, the stalker, has been sick with the flu and wasn't able to stay home from work to get well. Joe doesn't look sick here, but he is. Joe has sneezed all over his hands when he touched the pizza boxes as he was stocking the pizza in the freezer section while repeatedly touching the freezer door handle. Then along came Bill. Now, at the checkout, Bill rubs his eyes because he's getting tired. It's been a long, hard day of classes and homework. And when Bill gets to the dorm, all of his roommates come running like savages. And they're touching the pizza boxes too, and the pizza, and they're shoving that pizza into their mouths, and they're licking their faces all along with Joe's germs. The next day, James, one of Bill's roommates, starts feeling a little blah, and so does Bill. By the time the evening rolls around, James is coughing and sneezing all over the dorm and spreading his germs to everyone. And James cannot miss any of his classes, and neither can Bill miss any work. So off they go to classes and work, sneezing and coughing and sharing the flu germs with everyone. You might be saying to yourself, can I really get sick by touching something? I'm healthy. I don't have to worry about this, do I? Well, we're going to talk about this. So these are the 5 most common reasons that college students say they do to stay healthy on campus. They eat their fruits and veggies, they drink lots of water, get plenty of sleep, they exercise daily, and they disinfect their living space. Definitely all of these things are very important to stay healthy. David M. Behrens of the CDC says hand washing is one of the most important steps to take to not get sick and to not spread germs to your friends and your loved ones. And here's something that's surprisingly paradoxical. College students believe that hand washing is important, but they're not doing it. Some of the most common diseases on a college campus are upper respiratory diseases caused by the flu and cold virus, diarrheal disease caused by the norovirus, and the norovirus is mostly spread by having feces on your hands and then eating. And it's also known as the stomach flu. And it's important to note here that hand sanitizers do not wash away feces on your hands. So what it boils down to is this: the number one thing to do to stay healthy on campus and not get sick is to wash your hands. And why is that? Well, hand washing stops germs in its tracks and washes them away. Hand washing is affordable, essentially free, effective, and simple. It only takes 20 seconds. People don't want to social distance and wear a mask, and they're probably not doing that in their dorm, right? And germs are becoming more and more resistant to medicine, and well, germs are everywhere. Um, Now we're going to play a little trivia game, and there are three possible answers to the question. So we'll go through those, and the answers will be at the end. So who is more likely to wash their hands, men, women, or your friends? Well, the truth is that females wash their hands 6 times more than males do, and only 10% of your peers believe hand washing will be effective. Hand washing prevents the direct transfer of infectious pathogens from reaching the mouth, nose, and eyes, the mouth, eyes, and ears, or your mouth, hands, and hair. Well, it's the first one, your mouth, nose, and eyes, because those are portals into your body. 3, people wash their hands with soap 8% of the time, 22% of the time, or 10.7% of the time. The truth is people only use soap about 8% of the time. People wash their hands more when someone is watching them, laughing at them, or they are alone. Well, they wash their hands more when people are watching them. Only 45% of people wash their hands after using the toilet when they are alone in the bathroom. The American College of Health Association says that illness has a negative effect on how your car will run, how good your hair looks, or your academic performance. Well, it's your academic performance. 22% of students get sore throat, cold, and flu, and 8% get sinus infections, causing them to miss classes and work. 6, people who do not wash their hands are more likely to get an A in class, a free meal, a viral disease needing bed rest. Well, I think that one pretty much speaks for itself. 7, students are more likely to wash their hands when they are in a hurry, someone around them is sick, or their friends are doing it. And you might be thinking, maybe when my friends are doing it, but really it's when someone around them is sick at 96% of the time. 8, upper respiratory infections are more common in cafeterias, bathrooms, or resident halls. Well, resident halls. And 9, the CDC reports millions of cases of the stomach flu due to the norovirus each year. 46 million cases, 10 million cases, or 23 million cases? Well, it's 23 million cases. And 10, the norovirus is passed on through the fecal oral route and air particles and has a resistance to heat, cold, and hand sanitizers. And the answer is all of the above. So now that we've done that, we're going to learn the correct method for washing our hands. According to the CDC, we should do this. Wet our hands thoroughly. Lather your hands with soap. Wash your hands front and back and in between your fingers for 20 seconds. Rinse your hands thoroughly and dry your hands with a clean towel. Now we're going to play another game called the barrier game. And there are certain barriers that prevent students from washing their hands. And these are some of the most common ones. Dryness and irritation at 28%, laziness at 23%, they forgot at 23%, and or they have a lack of knowledge at 6.3%. Some of the other reasons why students say they don't wash their hands are they are not interested, they don't think they will get sick, their friends aren't doing it, they are too busy, the bathroom was dirty, there was no soap or hand towels, or it wasn't a convenient time of the day, or they just aren't getting anything for washing their hands. Whatever the reason, this would be a good time to ask yourself, why am I not washing my hands, and what can I do to change this? I want to thank you for attending this workshop. I hope that you enjoyed it and learned something new about why it matters to wash your hands on campus. Have a good day.